Hey, before I get started today, I want to say that a lot of people might think that the video I'm about to make is a little bit flippant, considering what has happened in the past couple of days. One being the tragic shooting this morning. Well, I'm not going to do a video about that because I don't think the day of a tragedy is the day to start exploiting it or to start posting opposing opinions or dissecting it at all. I think the day of a tragedy, you got to let a little time pass before you say anything. Now, tonight is my live chat at 7 p.m. my time on the West Coast. That'd be 10 p.m. on the East Coast. I'm sure it'll come up then. So if you want to know what I think about it, come to my live chat tonight or wait a couple of days until I actually do a video. But don't want to talk about that right now. Like I said, I just think it's too early. The other bad thing that's happened is 1639 passed in the state of Washington, and people think I might be wanting to talk about that. But, you know, really, I'm kind of tired talking about that right now. Right now, I want to talk about something positive or fun. And what's more positive or fun than new guns coming out? And I don't know if most of you have heard yet or not, but Kimber just went ahead and announced what their new guns are going to be next year. They didn't wait for SHOT Show this year like they usually did. They just put out the pictures, and they've let everybody see what they're going to be making next year. And there's two guns that really stand out, actually three if you count the different variations. You know, well, I guess there's several if you count the different variations. But there's a couple I want to talk about. The first one is their new revolvers. The K6S now has a hammer. It's now a great carry revolver. It's always been a great revolver, but I've always kicked it to the curb because it was double action only. The new model has a hammer, so now it's in the running to be one of the best carry revolvers you can buy. And even though I don't carry revolvers anymore and I'm getting a little too old to shoot .357 Magnum that much, it doesn't mean my love of revolvers has gone away. I still love them and I will still get this gun. I wish I could physically handle the .357 Mag every day like I used to be able to when I was younger, but I can still take it to the range occasionally and maybe carry it occasionally, but just not going to be putting a steady diet through it of .357 Magnum. But I definitely want it because, like I said, adding the hammer makes this awesome. It's going to be available in the snub nose version, and they're going to have a 3-inch version with a different grip on it. So look for that. That's going to be a great gun. Definitely want to have one of those for myself. Now, the other gun they've announced is the Evo. This is their new striker-fired gun, their new release. Well, I don't know if it is new, though, because to me, it's not so much that they're releasing a new gun, the Evo. It's they're releasing the old gun, a Solo, which was a horrible flop and was one of the worst guns ever made. They've released it again, but now without a manual safety. Instead, it has a little trigger thingamabob, you know, just kind of like a Glock. So I don't know if this counts really so much as a new release of a new platform. But I still think it's promising because one of the biggest problems I had with the Solo, other than the fact that it didn't work, was that big clunky manual safety that it looked like someone added as an afterthought. They've gotten rid of that, replaced it with a trigger safety. So that might make all the difference. If they've hammered out the mechanical issues, which I do believe they have because their Micro 9 line has been amazing, and you would think it would have suffered from the same issues that the Solo did, considering they're similar size guns, and it doesn't. So I think they've hammered out their issues. So I think the Evo might be a great gun. They make some that are pretty cool looking. There's one that's all cut up, you know, kind of taking advantage of the people that like the customized Glock slides. So I think this might actually be a good deep concealment gun. So I've actually got my hopes up for the Evo, even though I think it's probably more a release of the Solo with some changes than it is a new gun. I still am optimistic about it. So there are a couple of guns that I'm looking forward to. What do you guys think? Is it something you're looking forward to, or is it just like, Kimber's crap? You know, I like Kimber myself. I've always found that there's a type of person that likes to bash Kimber. And I've always found that those people are always another type of person also. They're always the people that like to pretend they know a lot about guns, but they really don't. Because they focus on things that are, you know, just propaganda garbage and act like that's knowledge. So I like Kimber, you may not, but what do you think about these new offerings? Also, I want to remind people that the Silver Bullet giveaway is still going on over on the TYMP Pistol Project page. We announced 3 more winners today. We got 4 more winners to go. So if you want to be considered, or if you just want to help provide a handgun for a veteran as a thank you for their service, I think if we treated veterans better, maybe things like today wouldn't have happened. But if you want to donate to that cause, if you want to donate to the Handguns for Heroes, which we provide a free gun to a veteran as a thank you for their service every month, just go over to the tympistolproject.com. There'll also be a link up in the corner of this video. I think that's right, or it might be this side. But whichever one it is, it's in the corner of this video. Just click it and go over, and you can donate to the Heroes for Handguns for Heroes program and help provide a free gun for a veteran, and have a chance at winning one of those 0.999% pure silver. These aren't silver coated or just silver looking like silver tip bullets. You know, these are actually solid silver bullets to take care of your werewolf problem if you've got one. Someone in a comment mentioned earlier that werewolf genital mutilations are up like 13,000% from last year. That might be true. I don't know. Werewolves always go for the genitals. They're like chimpanzees. They go for the eyes and the genitals. So if you want to, like I said, help provide, and hell, I might even be able to claim my genitals were mutilated by a werewolf. You know, nothing stopped me from saying that. You can't prove they weren't. Well, you can't prove that that's not what did it. You know, that mess down there, as far as you know, a werewolf is responsible for that. But I don't think anyone's going to want to look to see. So I don't think anybody can disprove it. But I'm not going to propagandize werewolf genital mutilation because, you know, it's a serious issue. But like I said, let's get back on track. And if you want to provide a free handgun for a veteran and you want to help that cause, go over, donate, and you'll also be in the running for one of the last 4 free silver bullets.